What's up, everybody? We are looking at Re-Chord today. This is the most rockinest Kickstarter game that you can get right now for sure. So you don't know anything about guitars, don't know anything about playing music, doesn't really matter. The game's fun either way. And you get to use guitar picks, which is so cool. So in the game, you're going to be placing these guitar picks down onto the board. You have these different frets. And based on the colors, you're going to score points. And so here's kind of the gist of the game. You're going to have this secret genre. So the blue is the spirit of the blues. You're going to get these. There's 5 different. Matches the colors that are in the game. You're going to shuffle these up. Everybody's going to get one secretly. So this is the color that you're trying to get onto the board as much as possible to score points. So how do you score points? You have 2 actions that you can take on your turn that are kind of mostly what you're going to be doing. There's a 3rd action, but I'll explain in a second. First one is you can take a pick from the public pile and place it face up on any available space. So this is the public draw pile. We're set up for a 4-player game here because it's however many players plus 1. So I could take this, I can place it anywhere that I want, and then I could take the action of that pick. And so blue says move or swap any other pick to a new space. So at the beginning, doesn't really help a whole lot, but as the game gets more complicated and more filled out, that's going to be very strategic. So one of the things that helps with right there is knowing, so what am I trying to do? Why would I just place that there? So at the beginning of the game, everybody starts with 3 chord cards. So if you can get these colors at any point during your turn in these frets, then you're going to score those points. So for example, I have to turn the way of the fretboard. That just helps me get a better idea. So like here, this is the top of the fret. I need to get that blue, so I probably wouldn't put that blue there if I had this card in my hand. I would put that blue right there. This is, yep, boom. So now I have that blue in place. Now if I can get a purple and a face down pick and a white pick here, then I would score this B chord. So the way the chords work is, like I said, if you get those in position wherever you need them at any point during your turn, you turn that down. The first time you strike a chord, you get 5 points. If I can cash in another B chord, let me find you another one to look at real quick. It'll probably be at the bottom of the deck. Nope, got one. So if I can get another B chord completed, I don't get the initial points, I get the Re-Chord, which is 12 points. So you become a master of that chord. You start the game with 3 of these cards that you're trying to complete, and you're trying to keep those secret from, you definitely keep those secret from everybody so they don't get to see what you're trying to complete and why you're trying to move things where you are. So you got a lot of hidden information. So in this case, maybe white was you know, my pick of choice, and then I'm also trying to score points here. So those are the 2 main ways you're going to score points, because anytime one of the frets sorry, swung right the wrong way. Anytime one of the frets fills up its 6 picks, we take all the picks that are on the fretboard and we score. And here's how we score. So it's set collection as far as, like, if there's 1 color in a fret, it's get 1 point. If there's 2 colors in this, of the same color in a fret, you get 4 points, 3 for 11. So in the case here, we would say you know, white has this many points in this one, plus this many points in this one, and this one, and this one. So if this was my card, I am trying to get white bunched up as much as I possibly can into these frets, because it's going to be worth more points. But you also don't want to be too obvious about it, because players can use the actions from the picks to move things around. So let's look at those real quick. So the white pick, when you play it down, you can take another pick from the public pile and place it face up. This creates a nice little chain until you run out of picks in the public pile, because they don't replenish until the next turn. Red is remove any other pick to the fretboard and place it in the bag. So if something in your way on the design you're trying to get, then you can just remove it and put it back in the bag. Blue, swap any pick to an open space or a new space. So there's the old switcheroo. That's really helpful. You're looking for blue picks a lot in this game. Gray, turn any pick face down. You may move that pick to an available space. So that gives you a lot of options as far as, like, moving. If you think somebody else is another color and you need to eliminate some of their picks so they don't get so many points. Purple, pluck any face down pick revealing its color. So did somebody screw you over with a gray pick and turn one of your colors face down? Aha! Play a purple and you can flip it back over and you get to take its action again. The wild, there are some Zach Wilds in there, and can be placed anywhere and may replace any other pick. They don't help on the end score, but they do count for your core cards when you try to score those. And then a face down pick, remove any adjacent pick from the fret and place it back in the bag. So again, On your option on your turn, you're going to either play one, you're going to take one from the public and place it down, take its action. Or you're going to take one from the bag. If you take one from the bag, you have to play it face down. You get to look at what it is, though. But then you also can bump an adjacent. So like if, let's pretend I took this from the bag and I placed it here, I could remove this and put it back in the bag. So there's a good bit of take that. There's a good bit of jockeying for position in the game. You're definitely going to have to work hard, and you're going to have some times where you've almost got your chord set up and you're almost perfect, and then somebody swoops in and moves something around. The game plays really quickly, and you know, it says for the first time player you can place the draw deck here. You can remove that and also play with all 5 frets. You know what? That's the majority of the game. Let's go up and I'll do a couple final thoughts and we'll go from there. So final thoughts. Let's take a look. Re-Chord. I really enjoy it. You know, it has a lot more polish than most Kickstarter games that I typically see. Not to really downgrade anybody else's project, this one just has a nice, smooth system that works really well. It's very clean. If you're okay with some take that, because there's definitely going to be a lot of jockeying. It has a little bit of chess as far as like you're trying to think a couple moves ahead. How can I place this pick that's going to move a pick and then bounce a few things around? If you're okay with that, then you're going to like this game. If that kind of gameplay is not attractive to you at all, then you're probably going to want to avoid this one. I think it's very important to know what you're getting into. This game has some take that, but it's not very, like the turns are quick, so it doesn't feel abusive. Like you don't feel like your whole game got wrecked because that one pick got moved where, you know, you had something set up. It can be frustrating when you're like one little thing away, you're like, oh, so close. One thing I don't think I explained very well before is it comes with a score pad, and so each fret, when they get scored, they're going to drop those points into each block, and you only get to score a fret once per game. So once you've scored that second fret because there was the 6th pick was placed, it doesn't score again. And then so you get to add in the end of the game your genre score when you reveal that. Hey, I scored for the white picks. Boom, that 25 points or whatever that allotment is that was accumulated drops to you. Nobody else scores that. They score their own color. And then any of the chords that you were able to play, the card chords, they go here. Now, you combine those 3 for your score, and that's the game. Like I said, it plays quick. I played this with my son. He got it pretty quickly, and I also played it with a brand new gamer and a seasoned gamer. And so we played 2-player, we played 3-player, played 4-player. It played good at all levels, and it's quick. I do like that it's very portable. I don't know, obviously I have a prototype, so I don't know what the end box is going to look like, but it has a neoprene board, which is awesome. I think that's really cool. So it's kind of just standard. It comes with the game, and you can roll this up, and everything else fit into this little bag. So between rolling this up and this, you know, we plop it down. If you saw the live video where we put it in the board game spotlight, we played that outside of a restaurant, and it was really easy. So this is what I'm going to back. This is what I'm going to put into my collection. It is Re-Chord, and it goes live this week. So check it out. All right, bye guys.